Good morning and happy Tuesday. So, today I wanted to talk about overcoming overwhelm. Now, here's the thing we love, I'm going to connect this to a partial part of people pleasing. I've talked about this before. I would have told you, I would have fought you, like literally went to blows with you if you had told me that I was a people pleaser. I would have been like, no, that's not what I am. But I was. And it was a different version of people pleasing because there's so many different versions of everything that we do that you could talk about Tina and Susie on the left and Bob and Joe on the right. You could talk about everybody else, but the person you really need to look at is you. And when we talk about overwhelm, guess who puts us in overwhelm? You're right. You, me, we put ourselves in overwhelm. And the moment we stop and say, I can't do that for you, I'm choosing no. Those 100 things that you're trying to do at once, the word is no. Because the moment you stop and say, I cannot take on all of this right now, I can do this, but what I'm not going to do is put myself in a place where I'm unhappy and frantic. And I'm going to tell you, I don't like to be rushed. I don't like to feel frantic. I don't like to feel frazzled. So if I cannot accomplish a task, I'm going to feel away. And here's the thing, sometimes we overwhelm ourselves so much that we put 100 things on our plate. Like our plate is so full, and then we do nothing because our minds are so confused with the 100 things you're trying to accomplish. You get nothing done. So, who does that really benefit when you're overwhelmed, when you're not getting anything done, when you're exhausted, you're tired, you're cranky? All these emotions come when you don't take time to prioritize yourself. Let me tell you this, being is not a thing anymore. Stop allowing yourself to be, I can do it all. It's okay to ask for help. And I'm going to talk about me. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm going to tell you that I'm not the person. If I want something done, I want it done right now. And if you can't produce it, I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to do it by myself. But what I have to remind myself is I can do it by myself. I can do 100 things by myself. But who is that benefiting? If I'm trying to do 100 tasks, that means everything is getting left. Nothing is getting done. So it's me doing nothing. And I know that feeling when you say to yourself, I did nothing all day. You're looking around like I wasted so much time. Then you feel exhausted. Overwhelm creates exhaust. And it's like a downhill spiral of not being successful. And then you're killing yourself because you're not successful. So it's all these things that you do to yourself that doesn't feel good. So if you stop for a moment and ask yourself, who is what I'm doing this for benefiting? Is it benefiting you or is it benefiting somebody else? Are you attempting to be there for 10 different people and the only person left without somebody being there for them is you? Overwhelm over all the things doesn't serve us. And when people see you, you look a hot mess. You're trying to do 100 things and nothing getting done. They're like, I can't. Here's the thing. One person might say, I can depend on her. Another person's going to say, or him, I can depend on her. Another person will like, she don't ever get it done. Everything's always chaotic. Do you want to be that chaotic person? Do you want to be that person nobody can depend on because you're doing 100 things all the time? And I'm guaranteed somebody saying, well, she's not talking to me because I get everything done. You do. But how good a quality of work is the things that you're doing 100 of? Is it quality? Is it good? Is it your best? And when you're giving your best to everybody else, what's left for you? Because I see a lot of people talking about self-care nowadays and how a lot of us think that self-care is the outside things, but it's the mental, right? How are you taking care of your mind, your body, your soul? Because those things are the things that keep you going. not getting your hair done, not getting your nails done, not being there for everybody else. It's taking a break. It's literally choosing to show up for you and not overwhelming yourself for everybody else. So today I ask you, are you showing up for you, doing the tasks that you can accomplish in the time that you have? Or are you allowing yourself to be overwhelmed and consumed with everything going on in life? What somebody's doing here, there, and everywhere. The focus that we have to decide to show up in is our own focus. We have to focus on ourselves before we can show up for anybody else. So, are you going to show up for you today? Are you going to allow yourself to be that person that you want to be and not let overwhelm overtake you? I hope you have an amazing day.